We have been maintaining all along that the investments in fixed deposit is a big mistake. However, as per RBI, close to 70% of the household savings is parked in fixed deposits. In all probability, because it is perceived as a safe investment. What are your thoughts on it?
Yes, I don't think in all probability that is the reason. It is perceived as a safe investment, fixed deposits. But let's break it down a bit, right? So when we actually talk about safety, when we are referring to investments, what we are actually saying or what an investor is actually saying is that if I invest, say, a crore of rupees, I definitely don't want it to go below 1 crore after I have invested for say 3 to 5 years. From that aspect, yes, in all probability fixed deposits will give you that return of your capital which was initially invested. Mind you though that in case a bank defaults, you are only insured up to 5 lakhs, right? So you may have 1 crore in fixed deposit, but if the bank goes down under, and if an institution like Lehman Brothers can go down, Indian banks which are do not have that much of an history can definitely go down. Will they go down? I don't know. But is there a probability? Yes, there is, right? So that is one part. But there's another part which is often neglected by investors, which is liquidity, right? So I'm sure all of you are aware of Yes Bank. At one point in time, it was supposed to be a good bank, right? But all of that changed in 2020. So you may have had a 50 lakh deposit in with Yes Bank, but as of March 2020, RBI had put a moratorium that you could only withdraw 50,000 rupees. So what if you required that money for an emergency, right? Would you have called it as a safe investment? The bank was good up till that point in time. You had invested 50 lakhs, but you could only withdraw 50,000 rupees. So that part is often ignored by investors, and there are many other banks, smaller banks, which also face the same problem. I'm sure all the investors are aware of that. So that is one. Also, when you come to investments, why we think it's a big mistake is, let's look at the definition of investments. Right? When I'm investing my money, I at least want it to beat inflation by a couple of percentage points, right? But let's take an example. Suppose you have invested, say, 1 crore in fixed deposits, right? And currently it's around 6%. The rate of return last year it was even lesser, but let's pick 6%, right? But that is before tax, mind you. So after tax, how much do you get in hand? So if you're in the highest tax bracket, you'll probably get 4.2%. India's long-term inflation rate average is 7%. 4.2% compared to 7% is a 2.8% underperformance as compared to inflation, right? So you may see your absolute money growing in the bank, but you have to buy real goods in the real world, right? And the value is depreciating with every passing year by 2.8%, right? So from that aspect, you cannot consider it as an investment. Now, having said that, do I mean to say that you should never put any money in fixed deposits? Absolutely not. Now, if you have say you want to take a foreign vacation after a year and you want to save 6 lakhs, but rather than putting it in a savings account, you would earn a couple of percentage points extra in fixed deposit. Absolutely, go ahead with it, because there the predictability of the money is more important than the returns, right? But for the long term goals or targets like retirement, child education, mind you, you are losing up to 2.8% in relative value with every passing year, and longer the time frame, that gets compounded. So yes, in my dictionary, fixed deposits, you cannot treat it as an investment for the reasons I've outlined. For short-term needs, you can always go ahead and park your funds. But majority of your financial assets should not be in fixed deposits. So it is a big mistake. In fact, it's one of the biggest mistakes if you look at the quantum of money lying around in fixed deposits.